dog ice cream.
That's right. Ketchup hot. Ooh. Ketchup
You
hot dog ice cream.
motherfuckers are gonna get put on a fucking barrel of acid. You know that?
Ooh.
Ew. On that note, yes, Donkey today for Tuesday, March 1st goes to Scarx, but I'm gonna call him Scarx because it sounds a bit better. The internet is a place where people can get away and act any way they want, and their defense is, oh, I don't act this dumb in real life, I act normal. Pretty trash defense, but that's how it's been for some people. For a small amount of those people, that's not enough. Some people need an identity within an identity. One to circumvent how they act in real life, and one to circumvent how they act on the internet. On the internet. February 21st video gets around of Russia Levac running around like a hamster that got loose out of its wheel while getting shot and chainsawed by 3 different players in Bayside, not taking any damage. The artillery got thrown at him, he was slapped by a goldfish and still didn't take any damage. And he went on to get that ass banned on the spot.
Get that ass banned.
All eyes pointed to Scarx, who admittedly on May 11th last year said that the Russia account was his, as when Crosshair exposed him, confirmation asking him that he got banned on Scarx. He said he got banned, quote, on Levac. But just ask, most of the players already knew I was Scarx when I was using that account. Russia Levac. Scarx, I had it for solo, and Levac for the clan thing. After that, Crown Clown said, quote, no one knew you were Levac and told him to
stop the cap.
Before that conversation, he tried to appeal his ban on May 11th, saying, quote, I was banned and the admin gave me the reason playing with cheater. But I don't recognize this because if I did, I have no way of knowing whether someone is using cheat or not unless it's really noticeable. Anyone can help me with this? So barring any talk about this on the server, from May 11th of last year to January 26th of this year, as you fast forward, Scarx and Russia Levac were the same person until Crown Clown called Scarx out for his Russian ship. Again, where Scarx pulled the age-old card. Quote, STFU biatch. I'm not Russia. My brother is.
What a complete asshole.
He goes on to try to confess on why he covered for his brother, saying, quote, I said I wore Levac because I'm embarrassed of my brother's way of behaving, so I didn't want anyone to know I was related to him, because he's a fucking disgrace to the family and me. He wanted to say, quote, his behavior, he behaves in real life mostly like he does in-game, rude and impulsive. I had many troubles with people trying to get him out of every shit he made. I know family is family, but does this sound like the type of person to cover for in this way? To admit being a Russia Ganag member, guys who are the wannabe dollar store 2019 player culture version of Gaza, guys who cheat, guys who impersonate them to cheat. This guy must have had an oblivious view of his own perception to think he could absorb the blow of multi-accounting and faking being a Russia. I don't know who Scarx is. I'm not part of his era. But there are a few people I know that project. And Scarx, when he talks about his brother, whether real or not, seems to be projecting. He portrays his brother to be a family disgrace, dumb, immature, unintelligent, something out of a medieval soap opera. Real or not, there have been siblings on Crazy Bobs who play. Brothers, sisters, brother and sister, who have had no direct relationship between each other while playing on the server. They get enough of each other in real life. They don't also have to in the game. Some of the sibling pairings come to me right now, and as I read this, and the majority of time when you think about one, the other does not come to mind. This story that Scarx elaborates smells a bullsnit. Even if it's not, there's no reason from the beginning to cover for his brother and say he's Russia Levac. As Crown Clown said, no one asked. Nobody made the suspicion. There was no need to say. That, and I find it ironic that Scarx projects these things on his brother. When I look at the CNR Discord at times, I see him say meme-sanities, things that make him sound stupid, and racial epithets. Just looking at the Discord, I can already tell he's a little bit brain dead at least. The Crazy Bob viewpoint of letting people speak themselves on the whole never worked in reality, as over time the community has glorified players at times that are stupid. But Scarx fell through the cracks. He's done a good job of projecting stupidity on himself while trying to do it on others. I also find it funny, while insulting his brother, he says, quote, he behaves in real life mostly like he does in-game. And whether or not he's obnoxious, that would imply that his brother is more of a real person than him.
Grow a car!
That Scarx acts differently on the internet than he does in real life, as if that should be the standard. It's a standard of meme. Not saying Scarx does this, but having a persona markedly acting a certain way on the internet compared to real life is a meme. Get that out of here.
Get him out of here.
I'm assuming Crazy Bob's players expecting to talk about the video. I may be wrong, but it does look at moments like he is lagging and not cheating, as if my memory is correct, cheaters should still lose health despite health locking when being slapped by a fish, and if he's lagging hard, it wouldn't reflect. Although there are parts of that video where his movements isn't consistent with lag. Right or wrong, brother or not, cheats or not, who cares? There are some people who deserve to get that ass banned for being stupid and putting themselves in that position.
Stupid.
If you didn't want any smoke from the players ridiculing you, whether a lie or not, you should have never associated yourself with the Russia Ganag, and as a result, you or your brother wouldn't have been in this position to be labeled as a cheater. Doesn't matter what a ruling and admin can give you, the court of public opinion always dominates. What you do to put yourself in a bad situation can be just as bad or worse than the actual situation. Please give Scarx, the biggest hee-haw courtesy from your ma. Speaking of the Russia Ganag, pray for Ukraine. A hashtag pray for Ukraine, by the way.
Hee-haw, you stupid motherfucker, are you dumb?
So again, Scarx, I don't care what his name is, honestly.
Sorry. From what I remember, from hanging around with with a bunch of dumbasses in back in my days. I know if you pet slap or fish slap or even do slash cough on the player, they will take that. They will take damage, and if they're health locking, it will not work because it's a script command. So the anti-cheat would right away kick it off, saying, hey, something's wrong right here, like this mofo did not take AD pills or drugs, so get that ass banned.
Get that ass banned. I completely forgot about how that worked, but it sounds like that these two are pretty dumb in the family.
And it also depends how big was the pet, because I know if it's a small pet, it will not take a lot of damage, but if it's a huge pet, it will take damage.
Yeah, it was a goldfish, which is a shit pet. It would be enough to at least see a difference. But
well, if the pet was fat, if the pet was like meaning fat, then yeah, I could give him damage, but probably was not even that fat, so.
I don't know, bro, but what is consistent is that Scarx been the donkey.
Good for him.
Imagine that. The guy, his brother or himself is in the Russia tag, has a Russia tag. Ukraine's in the news about that. Russia's in the news.
We should give him a donkey the day certificate also to go along with the video.